Hello everyone, Andy here. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 futures for Monday, October 30th. For the record, today is Saturday, October 28th. And here we are looking at the daily chart. We are now in a situation that we reached the extreme boundary of the wave 4 area in the S&P 500. So far, I always preferred to align the count of the S&P 500 with the Nasdaq, and if the S&P 500 has kind of a similar count as the Nasdaq, then this here is our wave 1 or wave 2. We had our wave 3 right here. And then similarly, like the Nasdaq, we are working on the wave 4. This here is our wave 4 area. So here, this area between the 0.382 and the 0.618 FIB retracement. And so now we really reached the extreme boundary of this wave 4, in the sense that if we see more downside in the S&P 500, it means that this here cannot be a wave 4 anymore, and then this count is invalidated. So that would mean that the S&P 500 is not really following the Nasdaq, but is more following the Dow Jones. Like, I have a count for the Dow Jones where we call for some kind of high right here, and that we are now doing a corrective structure down as 5 waves. So that could also be the possibility here for the S&P 500. So actually, this makes the entire time frame analysis quite difficult, as I could present 4 Elliott Wave counts depending on if we hold this level here or not. So therefore, I think it's better, like, if you're interested in the higher time frame analysis of the S&P 500, to watch the video on the Nasdaq and to watch the video on the Dow Jones. And then once we have some more clarity about this here, if we hold or not, then I will adapt my count in the S&P 500. Just to maybe to quickly summarize what could happen if we follow here the Dow Jones. That would mean that we have 5 waves down, 1, 2, that we have some kind of high right here, that we now have 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that we should at least have another 5 waves down, and then it looks like something like A, B, C, because a corrective move cannot stop here. So the minimum would be 1, 2, 3, like this, in 5, in 3 up, in 5 down. 5 down here also opens the door for a very bearish scenario, where we will take out this low right here. Then this would mean that we have 5 down here as a first impulse, wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's also a possibility. These are the scenarios that I present in the Dow Jones analysis. If we would hold this low right here, then it could actually mean that the wave 4 is in right here, and then what we had as a wave 4 correction was a triple tree corrective move. So then it would look like W, X, Y, X, Z. But then we really have to finish right here. We cannot see much more downside, I would say. Then from here, we have to turn up, and then the wave 4 could be in as a triple tree. That's an alternative scenario that I discuss in the Nasdaq. So as you can see, a lot of possibilities in the S&P 500. I will not really follow now the S&P 500 as a guidance, because there are too many possible structures. But yeah, in a few days we will kind of know how to adapt the count in the S&P 500 if we hold this low here or not. And then actually on the lower time frame, um, there's not that much that I can add. Again, everything depends if we hold this low here or not. We could be finished right here, but if this triple tree correction is not playing out, then I would say the structure here, the structure to the downside, looks also incomplete. And then we could have here, yeah, for instance, the A, B, C scenario, or an extended wave 5. That's also a possibility. So again, it all depends on this low right here. Okay, so therefore that's it for now. In a few days, I will probably be able, or I will have the data to do a better analysis, to do yeah, an analysis where I have more confidence about the structures that I'm presenting. But for now, yeah, the truth is, depending if this level holds or not, there are really at least 4 different scenarios that are likely to play out. So therefore, I think it's better to wait now for some more data and then have another look again once the data is here. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work. And I see you back on Monday for an analysis of the lower time frame. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.